There's heaps of instances where if I wanted to be nasty, I could put banks up that wouldn't need to be that long, wouldn't need to be that big as structures. We're talking about country that has a fall rate of about 1 inch a mile, so it's very slow flowing. So you don't need a big bank to divert a lot of water. But if I did that, I'm going to deny my neighbours underneath me, I'm going to deny them water. But just like that, fellas above me can do the same thing. They can put banks up. So what happens is the water, fellas upstream do it and we start a chain reaction. So effectively we end up taking all the water up to the top of the catchment. Everybody underneath that gets nothing.
Right across here.
Actually, that is moving strong here for not real deep, is it?
No, we'll see that's moving as far as this channel.
Yeah.
Moving the same there.
That's coming along as fast as you'd never normally see it. Like home when you walk home, when you get in the main trenches, it's like here, Benja, when it's in the trenches, like it doesn't move much quicker than that then. This is Garimpa, we're the next place downstream. You come up and you see this, and you're expecting this now because you know it should have enough push in it to get down there, and you can then fully understand where a lot of these fellas, like graziers on the inside river systems, where they know that this is what they should get and it never turns up. You know, some people look at flood country like this and saying, oh, but that's a bonus. When you get it, it's a bonus to your season, and that's true. But by the same token, it's also an integral part of your whole enterprise and your management because of the benefit you get for feed and water from it. How deep did you say it was out here, Banjo? Look at that water, glorious water. Taking that cream of the crop of the water upstream, denying thousands of acres of floodplain coverage down below, that's effectively to us just the transference of wealth from us as floodplain graziers to people upstream who claim they have a better or more right and a better use of that water. Now we'd argue that that's not the case. That's a gate element that, as you can see, needs some fencing work done on it. Yeah, the point I was making, as further we come down the channel country here, generally the better the type of country. It's more black spewy, what we call black spewy country. Channels are generally a lot wider and grow a huge bulk of feed. This country we're looking at here is absolutely tremendous after a flood. If this water that's coming through at the moment comes, and I'm hoping it will, but I'm not quite sure, if it comes down to cover this country, for us that's a minimum of 6 months. Rainfall wise, we've just had 10 below average years and with no sign of it breaking. And I think the challenge going forward is going to be how do we try to continually manage that, adapt our management for what we may have coming up as more drier years. And that's going to be a hard one. Like, it's still, at the end of the day, it's a survival thing. We run a business, we've got to survive financially. But to do that, we've got to look after our environment. And that is a real challenge, and that's what we've got to look forward to. And if that means in a lower rainfall environment, a lower flooding regime environment, that's going to put a lot more pressure on us as land managers to do the best we can so that both ourselves and the environment survives in the best shape possible. When you talk about irrigation, you're up against like the Irrigators Council, which is a very professional lobby group that's got the wherewithal and the means and the personnel and the finances to be a professional lobbyist.
Yeah.
And we're a little organisation consisting of floodplain fellas that really is volunteer work and after hours work for everything you do.